Let's talk about the other SAP enhancements that we brought in 20.11. This is a very broad topic. So, maybe we'll stick to the headlines, but what's been introduced here, Bernd?
Yeah, so we carefully listen to what our customers are saying. And especially we like the feedback we get from our customer experience sessions. Our customer office team is running. And this is cycled back to the product team, for example, to myself, right? We review this stuff and then it's going into the product planning. Sometimes I'm really surprised how quickly we sometimes find solutions to stuff our customers are asking for. So they simply need to wait a little bit and then it will be in the product pretty soon. Now, I'm just picking two of these many enhancements we're providing in 20.11. For example, you know that we have start and stop automations quite a while, but it was missing for SAP Business Objects. We've added this functionality now. SAP Business Object System can be automatically started and stopped from with Avantra as well. And what we figured out is that we did some enhancement, or people were asking for enhancement in the XML message monitoring. We've been having this feature for PI systems out of the box since quite a while. Now it's out of the box available for ABAP systems, for any kind of ABAP systems which have XML messaging available, right?
Nice. I actually want to pick up on one thing that you mentioned there, which is the start-stop of business objects. Not to overlook the XML stuff, which is, again, very important to a lot of customers who brought it up. But I had a customer recently say to me, "Oh yeah, the start and stop stuff is really interesting, but it's a very point in time feature." And we ended up having a much longer discussion and discovering a really, really cool use case where they were using a third-party system which integrated with Avantra to automatically create a maintenance window, add systems to the maintenance window, and then trigger an automation within that maintenance window. And what you just described, which is the starting and stopping of an SAP Business Object system, can be included in a much larger set of automations, which can be included within a maintenance window. I thought it was a really cool use case, but that's only the tip of the iceberg, right?
Yes, so that's really cool what you're talking on. You're talking on ServiceNow integration. There is as well a video where we use ServiceNow to trigger Avantra automations, because certainly people are using an item solution to do their approvals and all this kind of stuff. But then the actually doing on the SAP system, this is where Avantra comes in. And this can be triggered very, very nicely from within ServiceNow with zero coding, by the way. ServiceNow is really cool platform for this kind of stuff.
Yep.
Now, most recently, we got another very, very cool use case. We are providing support for this use case since quite a while, but now we actually realize customers are asking for it. Right, and this was with a large-scale enterprise in Austria, by the way. So they are saying, due to infrastructure as a service, there are no limitations anymore in quickly creating a test system there, a sandbox there. So they get a lot of requests from their departments. Can we have a test system? We need to have this or that, and then they're creating it in the cloud. Right, an infrastructure as a service. And then they are telling us, disk space is very cheap. But if these systems are actually running, so installation, no problem. But if the system is running, it really costs. So what they want to do is they want to stop these systems automatically when nobody's using it. And this is exactly what Avantra can do. So we can provide a monitor, figure out, is the system being in use or not? If it's not being used within 30 minutes or so, we're going to shut them down, including all resources on the VM. Yep. And then if a developer really is under pressure or needs to test something during the weekend, or sometimes it might happen, system is down, and he urgently wants to work with the system. And then with Avantra, you can have a self-service. So a developer can then go to the Avantra automation dashboard and selecting the specific test or development system, and simply press start. And then it's being automatically started, including first the VM is brought up, then it's being checked, is the VM up and running well, and then the HANA or whatever database is underneath the SAP system is being started, and then the SAP system itself.
And now
this is really a great use case, that you are not wasting money with infrastructure as a service.
And I believe as well, one of the scenarios we ended up discussing with a customer had exactly what you just described. And maybe it's the same customer, I can't remember. But they then integrated that dashboard with the self-service buttons of start and stop into a intranet site where the person was completely used to going for their everyday tasks. And suddenly there was an extra little widget for them, which was an iframe of an Avantra dashboard, allowing them to do these self-service things. So they were interacting with Avantra, and they didn't even know it, but they were achieving these amazing things, all from within their existing web pages, which they were used to using. I thought that was a really cool kind of step further as well.
Yes, our dashboards can be integrated in other websites very easily, right? Mm-hmm. And we believe that an SAP technical consultant shouldn't be bothered by starting and stopping a system gracefully.
No.
Yeah, so people should be allowed, but the administrator, he can certainly say, I want to, the developer can start or stop this particular system, but only this. So certainly you don't have to give away permissions to start and stop a production system, of course.
Absolutely. Well, yes, absolutely. Okay.